Amandla. 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 Long live the dying spirit of Comrade Nchingila. Long live. Thank you very much. Ralebo Amsora Marapo. Ralebo by Tapili Kamuka, by MK, ATM, the EFF, and all progressive caucus members who are here. The friends who are here to celebrate a good life. We as the EFF are grateful of the contribution Comrade Nchingila made, particularly when they arrived in Parliament. When we wrote the Progressive Caucus Charter, he was very central, and he was the one leading a delegation that had an interaction constantly with the leadership of other political formations. I had no difficulty to work with him because I had led him in the Youth League. And many of his comrades that I see here, those who were with him in the Youth League were under my leadership, including Mzwandile Masena. So we all know that we are bearing not an arrivalist, but a young person who grew up in politics, appreciating the difficult pain of African child, and agreed that I will not take a back seat. I will also make a contribution to change the living conditions of our people. That I will not just be a bystander, an armchair critic, but I will be an activist, and I will lead from the front, lead our people to economic freedom, where land is restored in the hands of the rightful owners. The patterns of property ownership change in favor of the African majority. We led with love because we're guided by Che Guevara, who said, a revolutionary should always be guided by the spirit of love. We're never taught the politics of hate, and we'll never start hating now. We love all South Africans, Africans in particular, both in South Africa, Africa, and the diaspora, because this is who we are. We love every working class because everything that they took from the working class, it is on the basis of their blackness and their gender. The struggle in South Africa was racially defined. And to want to sound smart and create an impression that, no, it can't be an African working class. African working class and the white working class are not of the same status. So we ought to emphasize the African working class because their situation is worse. We ought to emphasize women because their situation is worse. Not because we hate men, but women suffered triple oppression. And when you put an emphasis on women emancipation, it's not because you are saying, no, men did not suffer. But you are trying to redress this thing. You can't redress it through those who are better positioned. You start with those who are at the lowest. Doesn't mean we hate colors. Colors are us. But their conditions were not the same as ours. Doesn't mean we hate Indians. But their conditions were not the same as ours. And when we start, we'll have to start with the worst ones coming this way. It's not a hatred, it's a redress. It's a struggle we're engaged in. The struggle to own the means of production, banks, and spaza shops belongs to those who want to distract us from owning the mines. Why is there strike to fight for spaza shops, but there's no strike to block roads and claim the mines? And say, these people who are mining here, the same as those who own spaza shops, they are not from here. Let the mines, the strategic means of production, be returned into the hands of the rightful owners. That's why there will never be any sanctions, because they know the struggles for spaza shop does not affect them. Don't get easily distracted. Why are there no sanctions when we fight each other on the basis of jobs and in the name of xenophobia? Why are there no sanctions? Go to Cape Town and take them out of the posh houses and say to them, show us your passport. Go to Sandton and say to them, show us your passport. Let's see what Israel is going to do to you. Let's see what America is going to do to you. There is no international response because we are concentrating on each other. They are making us lose a bigger picture. A bigger picture, a progressive alliance will never mean black on black hate, will mean overthrow of white monopoly capital and be replaced by black ownership. Fighters, the death of our comrades must never be a source of division. A death in the family must never be a source of division. A death, if anything, must be a source of unity. It must be something that brings us together. If comrade Njingila now kolota chelete, from today asa ukolota. So you must make peace with it in this hall. We are going to bury him. Autor nyaga di koloto. Ore upeti malian. It's done. Finished. If he made you angry today in this hall, you say it through your heart, I forgive you. Because that's what death means. If we're now mediating poso, you must say as we push this coffin out of this hall, Mfetu, I'm sorry. I didn't see it like this. All those who were affected by his death must be comforted. Because we know all of them. We know who was closer, we know who's family, we know who's not family, who's a comrade. All of them are grieving in their own way.
Kwaza mkondo kwaza. Kwaza mkondo kwaza.